S- This is Module 1-2, Automated Filling Operation, PLC Input-Output Wiring. We have the illustration for the box and conveyor. And this is solenoid connected to pneumatic spring return 5-way valve. I named pneumatic valve as Sol. This is Sol 2. And then this is Hooper. So the solenoid controls the product filling from the hooper. Initially, solenoid is positioned to LS2 or when the hooper is closed. It will activate or when the solenoid is positioned to LS1 or when the hooper is open after the box is positioned by the conveyor. And then deactivates after the level switch is activated. This is the level switch. It detects the product level in the filling box. This is proximity switch. It detects the position of the box exactly below the hooper. Imagine this is the motor. The light of the motor will turn on if the motor is activated. So this motor controls the conveyor. This is the local control panel. The start and stop buttons which are used to control the sequence. This is indicator panel which displays the process status. The color green light or run indicator will be displayed as start is pressed or when the system is running. If it is not running, then the standby indicator or yellow light will be activated. Full indicator or blue light will be activated once the level switch is triggered. The conveyor also runs after start is pressed and stop once the proximity switch is triggered and runs again after the level switch is activated. I will run or play. Start is connected to I2. Stop always triggered as high and connected to I1. We have level switch connected to I6. Proximity switch connected to I4. Motor indicator connected to Q1. Solenoid connected to Q3. Run indicator connected to Q8. Standby indicator connected to Q7. And full indicator connected to Q6. So if I will press start, the run indicator will turn on as well as the motor. It means the motor is running or it is activated. The conveyor is now moving. Imagine there are lines of boxes on top of the conveyor. Initially, there is no box yet aligned in the hooper. The solenoid is normally extended or in LS2 position and the hooper is closed. So once it detected the box, proximity sensor triggered, the box is now aligned on the hooper. If we will press proximity sensor, the motor should stop running or no indicator. The solenoid should move to LS1 position. The hopper should be open. So when I press proximity switch, the motor stop running, no indicator. The solenoid move to LS1 position and the hopper is open. Imagine it is now filling the box. The run indicator still turned on. Once the box is full, it will trigger the level switch. If we will press the level switch, the full indicator should be turned on. The solenoid should move to LS2 position and the hooper should be closed. Then the motor will run again. It will turn on the indicator for the next box. So when I press level switch, the full indicator turned on. The solenoid move to LS2 position, the hopper is closed. Okay. When I press start, run and full indicator, turn on, and the motor run again. Turn on the indicator for the next box. The box will move. Level switch trigger will be removed. And the proximity switch will also be removed. So once it detected the box again, proximity sensor is triggered. The box is now aligned on the hopper. So when I press again, proximity switch, the motor stop running. No indicator, the solenoid moved to LS1 position, and the hopper is open. And imagine it is now filling the box. The run indicator is still turned on. And once the box is full, it will trigger the level switch. So when I press level switch, the full indicator turn on. The solenoid moved to LS2 position. The hopper is closed. Then when I hold the start, run and full indicator, turn on, and the motor run again. Turn on the indicator for the next box. The box will move. Level switch trigger will be removed. Proximity switch will also be removed. So once it detected box again, proximity sensor triggered. The box is now, so I will click proximity switch. The box is now aligned on the hopper. The motor stopped running. The solenoid moved to LS1 position and the hopper opened. Imagine it is now filling the box. The run indicator still turned on. Then once the box is full, it will trigger the level switch. When I click the level switch, the full indicator turned on. The solenoid moved to LS2 position. The hopper is closed. Level switch trigger. And proximity sensor will be removed. Okay, I will remove the hold switch on the start button. When I press stop, so the standby, when I press stop, the standby indicator will turn on and the motor will stop running. Hopper is closed. It is closed when we run the circuit. Okay. So on the next video, we will show the connection inside the logic module.